Welcome back to another day of the chaos of the new house. Progress is being made, things are in action. It's a bit of a later start today, because the last few days have been absolutely manic, so needed a good lie-in this morning. What has happened? I went back to my parents, edited a load of vlogs, complained about their internet speed because to upload a 10-minute vlog from their house took 2.5 hours. To upload a 14-minute vlog from here took me 6 minutes. So praise be for good internet speeds. But yeah, we are smashing through on progress now. The electrician's been here this morning as well. He's got the rest of the wires dropped for the spotlights and continuing with getting the rewire done. I've just been out to screw fix because I picked up a couple of bags of mortar, some buckets and a brick cutting blade, a diamond blade, because we are going to start trying to make some progress on bricking up this fireplace because I can only do a few layers of bricks at a time and then I've got to let it set because I'm building up and taking so many bricks out structurally. So we're going to be making at least a progress on the start of that today, chip out the rest of that, get that done. What else has happened? The radiator valves have just arrived. So in yesterday's vlog I said the radiators are on the way. That was wrong, it was the valves that are on the way. They've just arrived, so we'll do an unboxing of those in a minute. And then I have had the email now that the radiators are with the shipping company. So don't know how long those are going to take to get here, but at least they're on the way as well. So that's 2 to 5 day delivery time. But given how quick everything's been around here, generally I order things and it's here within a couple of days. So we're making cracking progress. So let me go get the radiator valves. We'll do a quick unboxing of those. Then I think first job of the day is we're going to finish off that battening for the shower plate to go into the loft. And then we can move some of the junk out of the way here and start making some progress on the fireplace. Finally. We've moved outside for the unboxing just because of the noise going on inside. So let's crack into these radiator valves. Now, these are, the radiators themselves are something called a RAL code for colours. I think the radiators are 9006 black and these valves are 9011 black. They're not from the same company, and the reason they're not from the same company is because they were trying to charge 70 quid a valve for the ones that goes with those radiators. I didn't like the look of them, and at 70 quid each, and I've got 9 of them, that was an outrageous price. So these ones are about 30 quid each. And they're not far off the same colour code. So what we've got is corner radiator valves. So the idea is these are going to come straight out the wall. Originally in the house, the radiator pipes are coming out the floor, which obviously then makes it a nightmare to clean, vacuum, everything else underneath, and it just looks naff. So with the plumber, we've been talking about we're going to chase the pipes into the walls so that they're out of sight and out of mind. But yeah, these are the new matte black radiator valves. Just to do a closer look in case you can't see. There you go, matte black, red text, matte black valve on that side. So looks pretty clean, hopefully. We'll have to check the finish of them when we actually get the radiators here, so we get an idea of whether they're actually going to be too far off the colour. As you can see there, that cap will come off and then the isolation valve goes in, so that'll stick into the wall that side, and then that part goes into the radiator. And then we've got one with the thermo control on it, and then the other one is just a normal blanking valve plate. It looks a bit like that. So they're pretty nice, they're pretty sleek. We'll wait till the radiators get here and then we'll determine if we like them. And then I'll probably unbox them and just make sure they're all neat, tidy, not too many scuffs on them. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with that. Well, that was a very snug fit, but we managed to get it away without too much fettling, though that is in there and I haven't even screwed it in yet. So what I think I'll do next is I'm going to chibble off that edge just because I think I need a little bit more room just to get the plate in. Offer up the plate, make sure it fits before I go and commit to fixing that down, and then we'll ram some screws through each of the four corners then to hold that in place, and that's effectively the frame for where the plate's going to sit. One other thing I do want to look is what roughly when it's up and in there is I do want to just check that we've got enough clearance around this beam for the pipe work. Should do, because I think the pipes are under here, so we should be able to run those in nice and neat there. But yeah, that is whole with plate built for shower head to go in. It's time to get on with the job we've been putting off, which is we need to start work on the fireplace. So I've moved all the junk out of the way of it. I think what we're going to do is chisel away the edge of this base plate, which I think is just a thin layer of concrete, so hopefully it'll come up pretty nicely. Get that down to roughly floor level. It doesn't need to be perfect because we are going to self-level over this eventually. And then we need to look at taking out these bricks here as well in the back, so we can properly push the bricks we need to build the wall in the right way. Now I am a bit cautious about that because I just want to make sure again they're not tied into the wall behind, so we'll probably take this corner out first and this top edge and just have a quick look, see, make sure everything is as expected. If it is, we'll get it all out, and then we'll probably then, I don't know how to do this, we'll have a look at this bottom edge I think, because at the moment the bricks are a bit lower than that, so I might have to take a bit more of a layer out there, but we'll figure it out one way or the other. So we'll hop into time-lapse mode, so you're not sitting there watching me do my standard gently poke around at things until I figure out what's going on. After how easy the fireplace came out, that was like concrete, just didn't want to move at all. But we got down there, we got down to the damp proof course, now it's all out and nice smooth there. You may have also seen in the vlog I got attacked midway through. I'll slow that section down. Shane, the secondary electrician who works with Alex, has just arrived. He thought I was Alex the plumber, and he gave me a good old tickle in the ribs, so that was a good old introduction. So you'll probably see him floating around the vlog in a little while. But yeah, that's taken about probably what, an hour and 40 minutes or so just to chop all of that out, but we're back to where we need to be. So we'll clean up all the dust, we'll shop that, clear everything else out, and then we'll look at what we're going to do in terms of laying a base layer. What we did discover down the bottom though is we've actually got bricks here in the ground. They're past the level of the wall, so they're not so much of an issue at the moment, but I think what I may want to do is actually physically chop those out and concrete into it, but I'll make a decision on that later because it shouldn't stop me building up the brickwork. But yeah, we at least got to that level, and I don't know how much further we'll get tonight. I need to go and sit with the plumber and the electrician and go through some remaining bits, and I don't particularly want to be chopping block work out, but at least I can start looking at, right, okay, this is how we're going to lay it out, get some bricks, line them up, look at where we need to do cuts, that sort of stuff, so we get a good old sweep at it tomorrow. But I have got the added problem that because I'm tying in, I can't add too much weight in one go, so I can only do like sort of a foot at a time. So by tomorrow we'll be up to here, and then I might get to there another day and another day. So it's going to take 4 or 5 days at least just to get up to the ceiling in here. So see how we get on. I had to bang my phone on charge, so we've missed quite a lot of progress. So let me walk you through everything that's happened. You may notice we now have strange lighting, mood lighting everywhere, he says, walking into a door. That is because we now have the temporary power supply on, so we've got a couple of sockets and a light bulb on there just to keep some power on in the house while we're doing the work here. So that'll keep us running. So extension cords running to the fridge and running upstairs just to keep things moving. That will stay in place now until I can get at least part of the house plastered, and then we can get the fuse board in and get that part of the house online. So big thing for me is getting a good chunk of the house done. Now that's probably going to be either down here, maybe upstairs, but I've got the progress of the brick laying here. Now can only build, I think it's like 3 or 4 feet of this at a time, so it's going to take me a few days to build it up, which is going to slow things down, which is a bit of an annoyance, but yeah, that's going to cause some problems. So we've done that. Obviously we met the new electrician Shane, so he's going to come across tomorrow and run all the data, the TV cables, do all the clipping and the final tidying up and everything else like that over the next couple of days, which should be some good progress. I think we've spoken about these stairs before, so if I lift this panel you'll see, it says all the coiled up cables, so that's going to drop into the fuse board down there for the fuse board which is being moved under the stairs. And then I'm going to replace the uprights and the steps inside of this unit here as well. What else have we got to show? Obviously we did the hole earlier today as well. Going to be difficult to show because there's no light, but I'll briefly stick you up there just in case you can see anything. And if you're lucky, you may notice that just over there you'll see we've built the wooden panels for the all the plumbing components, the pumps for the shower, everything, the expansion vessels, valves, wizardry stuff. Plumber's working on all that. So that's all built now, ready for the equipment to go onto. He did come with the intention of trying to do some of that, but he realised he hasn't got half the stuff he needed, so he's had to shoot off again. So hopefully he comes back tomorrow, because we're going to need some good progress to get things moving, because ideally what I would like to do is before Elizabeth gets here on the 6th, ideally I want to get the floorboards back down. That's the main things. So main jobs for me now is, one, I'm going to clean up down there because it's getting late and just get all that prepped and ready so I can do some bricklaying tomorrow. I need to cut the rest of the OSB boards and lay out the zigzag hatch pattern on the platform up there, so that's all set ready to go, so we can fix everything down when we're ready to do that. I've got to do a couple of items up here on the joist, which should be small, quick jobs. And then the final thing, which I'll do that probably tomorrow, Friday. The final thing I desperately need to start doing now, which I'm going to sit and do this afternoon, is I need to start getting a materials list drawn up for everything I need in here. Plasterboard, soundproofing, plasters, corner pieces that I need, bags of mortar, concrete I may need, that kind of stuff, so I can get a good shipment of everything in that I need in one go. Storage may be an issue, so we're going to have to clear out some space for that, but hopefully if I get that ordered today, I'm hoping we can get it Thursday, Friday, Saturday ideally. If it pushes into next week, it pushes into next week, but we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm going to get on with a few bits. I'll probably catch you a little bit later if there's anything interesting to show. If not, then it will be a wrap-up conversation. So hello, future Ryan. I wonder what you're going to talk about.